I'm gonna give you the 10 best exercises that you can utilize in a hotel room with bands, and I'm gonna start right now. What's up everybody, it's Dane Miller from GarageStrength.com, and if this is your first time to the channel and you're interested in becoming a better athlete, you wanna learn what it feels like to train at that next level, you wanna be more explosive, you wanna be a freak of nature, make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you ring that notification bell so we can help you become a beast. So one of the hardest things to do when you're traveling is to actually find a place to work out. It's a tough factor, especially if you're in a hotel room, it's a little bit smaller, you don't have the normal space, you don't have the normal equipment that you're totally used to. And what you can end up doing is, bring some bands from home and figure out some body weight stuff, come up, get creative, have some different ideas that's gonna help you maintain those gains, maintain that lean muscle mass so that you do feel better. And one of those key factors that we have, I'm fortunate that we've got these Power Elastic bands right here. These are rubber tubes. And one of the things that I love to do when I'm traveling is, hey, let's just get a 25, 30 minute long band workout. And one of those big factors is making sure that I'm warming up properly. If I'm not used to the training situation, then sometimes I might get a little bit lazy. I just got back from breakfast. It's early in the morning. We're in Santo Domingo. There's not any gyms nearby. There's a hotel gym, but it is what it is, right? So now I'm trying to figure out, all right, let's get a good warm up. Let's get a sweat roll and let's try and feel pretty good. And then we're gonna get into those exercises that I like to utilize when I'm training with my bands in a hotel room. So when I'm warming up, I'll get 2 to 3 sets of 30 reps done with just some shoulder work. I want to do a little bit of light squatting movements, get those knees to feel a little bit better, especially after a long day's travel yesterday. So the next thing that I like to do is I'll sit here, I'll do 2 full body exercises. Now the second one's going to be a little bit more posterior chain dominant, but here we're going to focus on nice squat and press. And when we get to the top, we want to feel, I like to feel my hands all the way down into my feet. Boom, okay? And I might sit here and do 4, 5 sets of 20, because remember, when we are in the hotel room, the load isn't gonna be the same as if we're doing, traditional strength training or traditional resistance-based training inside of a weight room. But fortunately, with these bands, we got about 30 to 40 pounds of resistance. I can get a good quad pump, get my shoulders to light up even further, start to feel a decent pump, okay? So I might do that for 4 to 5 sets. And then I love having these little tubes that I can put around my feet. Makes it a little more versatile. And the reason being is I can set up here and start to really target that posterior chain. I wanna make sure I'm not hitting my mic. So if I've got this set up here, what I like to do is come back, good mornings, because a lot of times when we're traveling, if we're sitting on a plane all day, you're sitting in cars while you're driving, you can start to wake up those hamstrings, lengthen the hamstrings. I'll show you from the side. If you can think about right here, all in that hamstring lengthening, coming up, and now your lower back's gonna start to get a nice pump. You're gonna start to feel a little bit better. Oh, and you can start to get a little bit more creative. I even like doing crazy stuff. Nice little jump at the top. Ooh. And so I'm gonna go through those 3 exercises where I go squat, press, good morning, just to get that pump in the hamstrings and the lower back, squat and jump. All those are gonna be 4 to 5 sets for about 20 reps. Now that next workout, that next exercise that we're gonna be hitting, my hamstrings are lit up. My quads got a little pump going. My knees feel a lot better. I've got my supplements in for the last 2 days now. I feel pretty decent. Got a good pump in my lower back. So I want to do some unilateral work. We're going to do some lunges. And while we're doing lunges, we're going to do a row. Now I recommend make sure if you're using these, you're actually attaching to something that is extremely strong. You don't want to end up being a meme of somebody who the band breaks, the whole door falls down, and it smacks you right in the face. So we're gonna attach this to the door handle. We're gonna wrap that around the door handle. And so what I like to do is hit some split squats here, some unilateral work, okay? And I might end up doing anywhere from, again, higher reps, 15 to 30 reps on each side. And I wanna even, as I start to loosen up a bit more, come to the top, row, come to the top, row, up. And now when I get to the top, It's almost as if when I extend here with that quad, that front quad, I'm extending the knee, I come back and I row, and now that's gonna force a little bit more stability on that front leg. So deep row, okay? Give me 5 more reps here. And so now we're getting that unilateral work and that upper body work at the same time. My lats are starting to feel a little bit better. And I might just stand up just to screw around and finish off with a couple rows here. I like to do that for 4 or 5 sets. Start to really feel quads and hamstrings firing together. It's gonna help me feel better. Again, these 2 exercises paired with those first 3, now my blood's rushing, I'm feeling pretty strong. For those of you in the weightlifting crowd, what we're gonna end up doing now is we're gonna find, so we've got a lighter band here, we're gonna find a really strong attachment point. So we're fortunate here, we've got a nice little balcony, so we can do this. Attach right here. So what I actually like to do is, one, I can utilize this for doing rows, for doing presses, anything along those lines that you're gonna see here, right? But I can also sit there and get some overhead squats in. Oh, wow, boom, boom, boom. So if I'm gonna sit there, right, I wanna get 4, 5 sets, and for overhead squats, I'm gonna do a little bit less. My whole goal right now is just to wake up that upper back, okay? And I'm gonna superset this with some external rotations, okay? So I'm gonna go here, let's say I get 15, boom, boom, and then I'm gonna go external rotation. Again, these bands are pretty light, about 12 to 15 pounds. So now we're gonna hit that. We're gonna finish waking up our upper back. That's gonna feel nice. And we're gonna make sure that our bands are attached to a really strong area. So right now, this workout's nice, right? 3 exercises in the beginning, then we got 2 more here. And now, further doing those external rotations and doing the banded overhead squats, now my upper back's starting to wake up, and we're gonna smash some upper body work. Okay, so finally those last 3 key exercises, I've got my band attached to our balcony. So if you're in a standard hotel room, you should be able to find the door, bedposts. Our bed's actually on wheels, so it's not the best. But I like to finish off with 3 upper body exercises, okay? So what I wanna start off with here is we're gonna do some, I call them V curls, or curls to your forehead. And again, make sure that you're attached to something that's very stable, very sturdy, and anywhere so that you can start to get a nice burn here. It's gonna hit your brachioradialis here. It's gonna hit most of your bicep as well. We wanna try and get, 25 to 30 reps. And then I'll go right into tricep kickbacks to get a good pump. So we might hit some 25, 30 reps here with those tricep kickbacks to try and feel some good blood flow into the triceps. And then finally, not sure if this is gonna be in the video, hitting some flies, okay? So now you're feeling nice and strong. You're hitting the hotel doors. And you're hitting those 3 exercises. So you got biceps, tricep kickbacks, standing banded flies. You're gonna do that as the finisher. You're gonna feel nice and strong. So you're starting off with that sweet tricep. You're gonna do some squat and presses to wake everything up after you do some mobility stuff in your shoulders. After the squat and presses, you're gonna do good mornings, and you're gonna do good morning jumps. Following those, you're gonna do the split squats with a little bit of a row. Okay, that's gonna get the quads nice and pumped up. And then we're gonna work through the entire full body workout within about 25 to 30 minutes. So you can get a really good sweat going. You can feel really good about traveling. You can eat a little bit more food than normal, and you could do this workout 2 or 3 times a day. It's not super challenging, but it's gonna be able to get your sweat rolling. You're gonna burn some calories, and you're gonna feel strong and healthy when you get back from that long travel. Okay, so that last big exercise that we're gonna do, I call Chinese side bends, only because I stole this directly from the Chinese weightlifting team. Even the idea of the power elastics. Okay, so here we got our power elastics. This is the heavier band. It's about 30 to 35 pounds of resistance in the tubes. And so we got our perfection knot here, and what we can do is we can step on this here and get a little bit of a wrap, okay? And so you can go here, and this is when I find my QL or my piriformis to really start bothering me. And then as we get a little bit more warmed up, we can start to go side to side. And I've found if my lower back is a little stiff and I want to train those side abs, I want to train those, you know, the obliques a little bit, get a little bit of a lean side to side. And you can even do this if you've got a dumbbell at your disposal, but even if you don't have a dumbbell, you can lay on your back in your hotel floor on top of that towel and do little side crunches. You can do a side plank to replace this, but I'll do 1 or 2 sets of 50 to 100 on each side, just because I want to sit there like, all right, minute and a half. And then the next day, you'll find that your obliques are torn to shreds. And so this is a great exercise. And if you want to, you can put a little bit of a shrug in that too, make it a little more explosive. And that's going to help target the traps as well. So if you're doing an upper body workout that you want to incorporate some trunk work, by all means do this. But these are the Chinese side bends. Hi, Harrison. These are the Chinese side bends. You can sit there and do this for, you know, 1 or 2 sets of 50 to 100 and you're going to feel really good. So if you need help with your training while you're traveling, you're trying to figure out what exactly you should be doing while you've got your business work, or maybe you're competing somewhere as an elite athlete, click on the link down below, head over to GarageStrength.com and we can help you devise an awesome plan to help maintain that trunk stability and your overall strength. If you want more content around ab-based training, click on this card right here. Until next time, guys, peace.